man.
Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field. Final game in this 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubbies look for this first pitch is next. Dinelson Lamet starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year.
In play here this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really, the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does the team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
A wave and a miss. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting how this offense goes about it. Are they going to go after him early? Are they going to sit back and take, hope he doesn't have his secondary stuff, and drive his pitch count up? You have to find ways. You can't just throw your bats out on the field and think you're going to score runs off a premier guy.
Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes, 0-2. Count remains at 0-2. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a little back to the mound. Garcia has it, and indeed he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out. Here's Chris Bryant now. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. First delivery to him on the way. Chopper foul. Baez stands at second with 2 gone. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for the Cubs. We are still scoreless. Coming to the plate now, Ray Wang, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's set. Here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber is there, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. And with only 1 away, no need to test it as he'll hold tight at third base.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He drove in 1 of his team's 2 runs in yesterday's game. Right side hit hard, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. At the plate, Ian Happ. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a knuckleball in the dirt. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Happ with a 2-1 count now. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. Today's ball game provides the Cubbies with a chance to end the series on a very high note, of course. A win completes the sweep.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
One there. On to first, a double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Left fielder.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Looking at strike two, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
And it's fouled away. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And now the knuckleball in there. Strike three called, and the side is retired. Nothing happened. So here now is the pitcher, Dinelson Lamet, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
That's inside. 2-0.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's licking his chops for a fastball.
2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Russell behind 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
First offering on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Way in front of that fastball.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see
Balls up.
Not the case anymore.
Popped him up. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time. And the in now, Ray Wang. He flew out in his last step.
Up by a boatload early on in this one. You can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, and it is trouble that finds the gap for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas, put some solid wood on it, and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. In is Christian Yelich. Wang at second. Nunez is over at first with 1 away. To short.
On the bag.
Russell with a great stop. He's up with it. The throw. Safe. An exceptional effort comes up just short, and now the bases will be loaded. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. Number 21 for him on the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
And it's almost unfair. He inherited this mess from the previous pitcher, but he definitely didn't help the situation. They hoped he could save the day and put out the fire, but instead he threw some gasoline on it.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Two balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Here's a pop-up now. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out. Now to the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Popped him up. Aguilar onto the grass, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. So striding in, Ray Wang, and their runners at the corners now. Now the first pitch here from Lester. This is lifted out to left. Moving under it, Schwarber makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Catcher Wilson Contreras. He leads off from the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to short. Garcia gloves it, and there's one down now. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And now pitch on the way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Hit on the ground out to short. Arcia fields it cleanly. Throw on to first takes care of him. Two very quick outs to start the home fifth. Ready for another chance. Kyle Schwarber comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Infield in the over shift here. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with two quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're looking up at a 9. So striding forward now, John Lester. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Cubs pitcher at the plate trailing with a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Freezes him, a strikeout looking.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison.
Here's Addison Russell. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His number, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
2-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Russell is retired, 2 down now. Here's Javier Baez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch of the at bat. And he fouls this one off. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Now here's the pitch. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. On to the... Stepping in, Ray Wang. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Now the first pitch here from Lester. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. Brewers strand 1, but they'll live with it as they... And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
A ball and a strike. Almora with an even count, 2-2. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
The next 3-2. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. Around first, he's digging for second. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Hey, there's still time left in this one, D-Row. With that base hit here in the 7th inning, they're still trailing, but at least they've got a fighting chance.
Yeah, hopefully this offense, Dan, finds its focus now from the 7th inning on after that RBI knock right there, and they put together a bunch of good ABs.
Chris Bryant is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. The count moves to 2-0 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Sent on the ground out to second. Barehanded for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Contreras. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We'll look ahead to into the box now. Ian Happ. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one. I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. And as the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. One and one to Schwarber.
You know, if a knuckleballer's in a game this late, he's got a good one working. He's been able to manipulate that thing all over. It's been dancing, occasionally mixing in a fastball. He's done a nice job.
I got to count 1 and 2. Ball and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. Ball 2.
I got to count 2 and 2.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3 and 2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Roberto Garcia is into the on-deck circle now as he'll pinch hit for the pitcher, Lester.
Roberto Garcia.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Two out, nobody on. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. This one pretty well in the bag. Manny Pena will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. The Brewers took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. It's a Fish Fry Friday in the parking lot, and we'll have baseball from Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Washington Nationals and the Milwaukee Brewers. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Ray Wang will be the man on the mound for the Brewers. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
At the plate, Guillermo Vasquez, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Right fielder.
First delivery to him on the way. Underway in the second of 4 here this weekend as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I think this team really needs Ryan Zimmerman to turn it around. He had almost a maybe he's putting some pressure on himself to repeat that kind of production, and it's just not happening. Sometimes you just have to go back to basics and focus on having quality ABs.
77 degrees our temperature at game time tonight. Even on 0-2, a dangerous count for Daniel Murphy. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a half swing, but it's strike three anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Batting third base.
In now is Anthony Rendon. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Rounded down the third baseline. Oh, look at the sliding stop and give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. Nationals gone in order. Now it's the Brew Crew's turn in a scoreless. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Zimmerman, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's take a look at Travis Shaw. The calling card's the bat, left-handed power, the ability to manipulate both gaps, but also a very adequate, very underrated defender on both corners, both first and third.
It's 2-0 to Marwin Gonzalez. A frustrated swing and miss at a knuckleball. The 2-1 is in there for the second strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Fouled off. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
He spoils another one and will do it again. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Fouled away. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box, Michael Taylor. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Heading after this is Broxton. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. In now for Washington, Matt Wieters. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. The high fastball is in there.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
A ball and a strike to count to the switch hitting catcher Matt Wieters. One and two now. The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Batting 8, shortstop. Otis.
Into the box now. Otis Lorang popped him up. VR onto the grass, and he makes the catch for the second out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jake Arrieta.
The pitcher, number 40.
First offering on its way.
Arrieta.
0-1 the count. Now the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. Home. Next for Milwaukee, Ray Wang, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Lorang over to his right, and that's the second out of the inning. Striding in once again, Guillermo Vasquez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Here's Daniel Murphy now.
Now batting, second baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bunt to the mound. On to first, and there were 2 down. Digging in to try it again, Anthony Rendon. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In there at the letters 0-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And there's the first hit of the game for the Nats.
That was one of those in-between plays that's hard to judge. He hesitated, unsure whether he should charge it or play it off the hop, and by the time he decided, it was too late. He didn't even get a glove on it.
Now batting.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nationals leave 1. On to the bottom of the 4th. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Croxton is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Center fielder, number 3.
First delivery to him on the way. And a strike as he waves through a knuckleball.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Kane is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Digging in, the switch hitter, Matt Wieters. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Skied into very shallow right. Nunez has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So now the Brewers pitcher, Ray Wang. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. The 1-0. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gonzalez will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Digging in for his second at bat, Otis Lorang. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. On and missed 0-1.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one. The knee-high fastball.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
1-2 to the Nationals pitcher. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Guillermo Vasquez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ball one to start the at-bat. Dribbled up the line. That winds up foul. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Gets ahead with a knuckleball right over the outside corner. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that. Ready for another shot now, Daniel Murphy. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
Third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down, and this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
The 1-2 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Anthony Rendon goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
The batter.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now.
Ryan Zimmerman.
As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Two 2-0 now. Two balls and a strike.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Ryan Zimmerman. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And that one just missed outside.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Now a swing from Zimmerman as this one's on the ground or short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. So digging in now, Ray Wang. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been excited.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series. In now, Michael Taylor. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. Down the line at first. Aguilar right there, and he'll step on first himself for the out. We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the 2nd out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter. Standing in, Matt Wieters. He struck out and flied out. 0-for-2 so far. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Now the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. They still trail 1-0.
Standing in, Otis Lorang. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch on its way. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. This is pulled into right. Nunez is there, one away.
Boy, talk about hitting into some luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Hit on the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. The 0-1. A wave and a miss. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Eaton has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Struck him out. So now just one man stands between he and his no-hitter.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Standing in now, Guillermo Vasquez. And it's fouled away. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1. And a knuckleball in the dirt. And they'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Hit back up the middle. Oh, and the no-hitter is erased here in the 9th.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the 9th inning. Game on the line to get yourself on base, to create an opportunity for your boy right here to be a hero.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Josh Hader gets the call here as he'll try and... Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really stood out to me in this one, guys. Absolutely electric stuff on the mound, and he racked up 10 strikeouts because of it. Solid performance as he leads his guys to victory.
The final line score for him.
player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
It's a Fish Fry Friday in the parking lot, and we'll have baseball from Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Milwaukee Brewers. Pittsburgh attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Ray Wang, the Taiwan native, gets the starting nod. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in this day and age where we're used to seeing a lot of home runs and pitchers not going very deep in a game, how about this guy? ERA in the low ones. That's not an easy thing to do. He can strike people out, but he can also get them out via the ground ball or the fly ball. Judging by his stats this year, he is having a ridiculously good season up to this point.
Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I think the keys to winning today's game, let's focus on the offense. They have to hunt the fastball. They cannot miss it. You can't allow yourself to get deep in the count and have to deal with off-speed stuff exploding out of the zone. You get 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, what I like to refer to as count leverage. You have to find a way to move traffic with the heater.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Big swing and a miss at the knuckler, and now there are 2 gone. And now Bryce Harper, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. Infield shifted well, chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Top of the first, just getting started here at Miller Park. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
That misses. It's to 2-2 now with 2 away here in the top of the first. He stays alive, still 2-2. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Corey Dickerson. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Wang is truly unique when it comes to his pitch repertoire. Most guys are either knuckleballers or they're not, but it's not the case with him. He throws the knuckleball, but it's not really considered his primary offering. He'll use it just to mix things up.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's take a look at Travis Shaw. The calling card's the bat. Left-handed power, the ability to manipulate both gaps, but also a very adequate, very underrated defender on both corners, both first and third.
Albies with a 1-1 count now.
That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Now the 2-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. The 2-2 one more time. And he fouls this one off. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Kane. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Ball 2. 2-0 count. The pitch is offered at and missed for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
Fastball in there, 3-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail this one 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Ray Wang. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Right side, but it's well fouled. And we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in. There goes the runner. A pitch out. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. VR at second with 2 down. This is pulled into right. But he will close fast out there in right field as he comes on to put it away, and the inning is over. Brewers stepping in, Christian Arroyo, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. The 0-2 once more. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Into the box, Ryan Lavarnway. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And that misses 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Ready now, Ivan Nova. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least, you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby.
Leading off with a Pirate.
First pitch on its way.
Starling
Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Up next for the
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Stays alive, still 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Garcia has it. And there's out number 2. So coming to the plate, Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And one just missed outside.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
The 1-1. It's to first. Aguilar fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning. Now at the plate, Ray Wang.
Number 40, Ray Wang.
First offering on its way. There's a strike.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Pulled toward right center field. After it is Marte. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter. Corey Dickerson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Right there, just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. It's really impressive to me. He hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. There's a knuckleball over the inside corner.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Fouled away. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. First pitch of the at-bat. Third baseline. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1. Stepping up now, Christian Arroyo. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch on its way. A little bouncer. Arroyo, former Tampa Bay Ray. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization.
That's up. That's up. Popped him up. Aguilar is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Ryan Lavarnway looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Adam Frazier will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. 281 the average in play. 4 home runs and 37 RBIs. And he lays off for ball 1. Knuckleball, and this runs inside. He's got to back out of the way.
No runs, no hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far.
2-2 to Adam Frazier. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Down in order go the Pirates. Still down 3-0. Ready once again, Ray Wang getting the hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Line drive base hit. So the lineup card turns over with 1 away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
Hey, you talk about having a game right here. This guy's working on a no-no, and he mixed in a knock. How would you like to be on the mound knowing you got more hits than the opposition? You haven't given up anything.
Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Eduardo Nunez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Chopped weakly to the left. Arroyo fields cleanly. There's one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Starling Marte. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter. Just got a piece up the line. He's got to hurry, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Stepping into the box, Colin Moran. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Colin Moran.
The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. VR shading to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Bryce Harper. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Harper.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And it's gone.
Boy, when the leading MVP candidate steps into the box, I'm not sure it's wise to challenge him, especially with a pitch like this. But they do, and he makes them pay for their mistake. He's been doing this all year long.
The left fielder, number 7.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And a knuckleball over the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. VR is calling for it, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Takes a knee-high fastball. The next 0-2. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Another 0-2 home. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Swinging bunt up the line. That's foul, so the battle will continue.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
7-1 the final score in tonight. The Milwaukee Brewers jumped out to an early lead in the first.